offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's Curry. On the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Curry passes to Green. And Green slams it in.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
Zubac goes screen on Butler. Here's Halliburton. Zubac in shot opportunity. Pass to Nembhard. Drills it from outside.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Porzingis kicks to Curry. Green with a screen on Halliburton. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Pacers. He notched some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. The forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam. And it's tough in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
Halliburton against Butler. Left side, Halliburton. Clock at 6. Here's Huff. Goodbye, Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
Here's Curry. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. Why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high-IQ superstar. That's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring, has given them another look offensively.
And stolen by Siakam. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball
got 4 rebounds now tonight. Halliburton with the bucket.
Just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Curry dishes to Butler. Now here's Porzingis. He's guarded closely. Here's Green. The Pacers pull it in. Siakam's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Nemhard, defended by Moody. Siakam outside. Here's Nemhard, out to the wing. Here's Huff. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 7. In corner, Butler. And again, no good by Golden State. Indiana's gone 1-2 on 3 corners here in the second quarter. Halliburton is double. It's Nemhard on the wing. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 4 assists in the game. Porzingis. Back to Curry. Puts it up. Gets in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. Took right now from the field. So Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. Lets it go with the 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Indiana moving the ball. There's the 3. Bangs on the trifecta. Siakam's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pacers.
Boy, how far has the shot, the perimeter game of Siakam come? His rookie year, he made 1 3 all season. Remember that. Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal. Trying to answer back with a 3 of his own there.
Here's Huff. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry fires from way outside. And again, no good by Golden State.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
And Siakam has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. Warriors trail by 13. Moody the pass to Green. Curry outside. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got rebound second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton, Pascal Siakam, two star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
There's just a nuance and an understanding to what Steph Curry does. How good is this guy at finding the spot he's looking for?
No problem knocking that one down. Toppin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective and they're winning.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shepard, the pass to Huff. Over Green. Huff, no good. Warriors trail by 16. Green kicks to Horford. Jacks up a 3. Walker with the rebound. Indiana's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside Curry. Count it. Good. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
The smooth execution of the pick and roll. Curry has great understanding and a ton of success running this.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Indiana shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And the technical free throw is good. And the Warriors with some changes. Quentin Post is checked in for Green. Gary Payton comes in for Butler. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Curry. Pass to Huff. Fades and shoots. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
Here's McConnell. And he banks in the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Seconds left here in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Pass to Pajemski. Payton from outside. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Pulls from the top of the key. The shot by McConnell, no good. Up in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Indiana holding a 22-point lead as the quarter round. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got T.J. McConnell. Will be topping out there with Jarris Walker. Then there's Shepard. And it's Tough in at the center position. Just 4 to shoot. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Here's Pajemski. He's covered by McConnell. Now Post. It's hauled in by Huff. Huff's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Shepard, and finished off by Shepard.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think the
be no good. For Indiana, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Shepard, guarded by Horford, and Toppin throws it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
They get it again. Post. Halt the run. Peyton, that's good. Peyton's got his first basket. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Warriors have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's Podziemski. Hands it from downtown. Podziemski's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Toppin can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Here's Peyton. Got it. Good job in the low post. Peyton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Zinkus, he's checked in for Quinn Close. Draymond Green comes in for Al Horford. Moody's checked in for Melton. And Curry subbed in for Gary Payton. Here's Halliburton. Two bombs in the post. Curry meets him. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Drills the three-pointer.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pacers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse, and they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Tyrese Halliburton.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Moody. Halliburton finds Curry. Fires from deep. And he's good on the three ball. 50 seconds left in the fourth. Halliburton passes to Zubats. Over Porzingis. Indiana again missing. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Curry from deep three-point land. Hits it from three-point range. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nembhard for three. And the Pacers can't get it to go. But Trey knocks down the three. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. 17-point game. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They came in here and took care of
Full clearance and a chance here! And beautifully put away! With the diameter save of the reverse! And the foul! Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Vince has knocked out Chuck Liddell! Grant in his bag. And the crowd's and preparing for battle. Each hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. A look at Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Neesmith and Siakam are the forwards. And it's Zubats at the center position. The 2025 playoffs had some incredible comebacks, Clark. by 7 with less than 40 seconds against the Bucks. Got it done. Also trailed by 7 with under a minute versus the Cavs. Won that one. And losing by 9 in the last minute against the Knicks. And came through again with the win. And even in the finals, they made some miraculous comeback wins against OKC. Had at least one miraculous comeback win. So amazing clutch playoff performance by the Indiana Pacers.
Here's Maxey. Back to the basket by Indiana on the other end. George with the bucket.
Making opportunities, Maxey smartly using the pick and roll to create for his team.
Halliburton outside. And Indiana again with the bucket.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Embiid, a screen on Halliburton. From deep. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. The Pacers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Halliburton, good.
He's such a creative scorer and close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
George, a screen on Halliburton. For 3, Maxey. The rebound by Neesmith.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Siakam for 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. 3-point. Siakam's got 5 now.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Embiid, a screen on Halliburton. For 3, Maxey. Indiana with a rebound.
Trying to match threes. Sometimes you get too amped up and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or 2 to make his mark.
And you know, BA, he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you want to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end. Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want. Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And it's Maxey missing. Indiana on offense. They're on a 13-4 run. Up top, Zubac. On the wing, Nimhart. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence was hugely valuable to the Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Yeah?
The cagey veteran. Allie, thank you. Halliburton's shot is good. in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways. Halliburton against Maxey. Halliburton, no good. That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish it tight. That's a miss they can live with. George, a screen on Halliburton. Pass to George. Back to Maxey. Inside. Halliburton with the steal. And here's the fast break. And Siakam with the slam.
Quick hands that time, get Halliburton the orange, and a smart playmaker like him knows what to do with it when he has it.
Screen by Embiid. Plenty of space. And again, it's Philadelphia. And here's Indiana now. They lead by 7. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac. And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Maxey against Halliburton. Zubac with a screen on Maxey. The floater. He can't get it to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. Indiana ahead, up by 9. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area. Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced
Siakam. Fast break. Here we go. Nimhart for three. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his fifth assist in this one. Drummond with the screen. Maxey passes to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond. Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and roll. Pass to Nimhart. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Zubac shot is off.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Drummond screen on Nimhart. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens. Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
76ers trail by 12. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. A new lineup here for Indiana. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. They set the pick. Here's McConnell. Good on the baseline J.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated. Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
39 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Huff. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Maxey. He's got 16. The three is up. Huff pulls it in. Here's Shepard. George defending. To the paint. Fades away. Huff can't get it to go. Now Maxey. And so it's Indiana closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for them. And then, of course, executing. And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the
Siakam against Maxey. George. And he powers it down. One-handed.
George playing strong down low. Love to see him finish with authority.
Here's Halliburton on the take. George is there for the rebound. 76ers trail by 9. Oubre. Oh, he missed the jumper. Halliburton outside. Now Zubac. Getting up and then throwing it down. Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials. Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And here's Halliburton. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Cashes in from 18.
That's one of the things his coaches have encouraged him to do. Look for the mid-range jumper, Tyrese. Way to knock it down.
Drummond, screen on Halliburton. Maxey fires. Knocks down the trifecta.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Pacers leading by 10. Halliburton outside. Here's Siakam. George with a steal. Maxey surveying the D. Drummond, the screen on Halliburton. Oh, off target from downtown. Indiana's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Pacers.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
It's stolen by Halliburton. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 5. From way back. And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. They have to feel good.
Here's Doncic. Up and in on the lane. Doncic has got 12 in the game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Halliburton up top, guarded by Smart. Halliburton passes to Nemo. 6 to shoot. Pass to Neesmith. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Zubac, that's good.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point that winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Pacers trail by 4. It's Nemhard on the wing. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Doncic kicks to James. Pass to Kennard. The kick out to LeBron. And another basket for the Lakers.
Just a master of the mid-range. Look, LeBron James knows how to get to his spots and knock down the shot.
1 second separating the shot clock in game clock. Nemhard shot is good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Smart finds Doncic. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 15 points in the game.
Here we go. Come at us, and we're coming right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You bring the triple on us, and I'm coming from out of it.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Lakers. He witnessed him delivering a series of 3-pointers as he notched 3 total. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nemhard. The forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam. And it's tough into the 5 spot.
He is just a bad man when he starts to drive. Once he gets that shoulder by the defender, look, it's over.
That one goes in.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Doncic gets to Smart. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. They trail by 1. Smart with the steal. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for
personnel. Back to you guys.
He sets the tone. Okay, Allie, thanks. Not to be denied. Halliburton plays the game with fire. The three for Doncic. Nemhard grabs the board.
Close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking.
And it's Halliburton missing.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
The skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Here's Nemhard. Rebounded by the Lakers. On the wing, Doncic. Neesmith covering. And that one, good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Halliburton with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. Los Angeles leading by 3. Doncic to the rack. And the layup's good off the right side. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
And I love how Doncic reads the floor, varies his pace, and uses every trick of the bag to get where he wants to go.
Stop the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted green. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the
Halliburton passes to Neesmith. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his fourth assist in this one. Los Angeles has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And that one's good. Doncic.
Creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
Pacers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Halliburton passes to Neesmith. 30 seconds left now here in the second. Back to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. There's the pick. With the floater. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
High IQ play by Halliburton, breaking down the defense with a pick and creating for himself.
Ron right side. Wow, the athleticism of LeBron James.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. That'll do it for the first half. Lakers on top. They're up by 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Austin Reeves out there with James. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Connect in its small forward. That's J.J. Redick 5 as we get into the second half. Up top, Connect. Neesmith covering. Here's Hachimura. And he misses his first shot of the game. Pacers trail by 6. Here's Halliburton. And the basket is good. Halliburton's got 24.
So good at just reading the defense. That time, Halliburton maintains his dribble and gets to where he wants to go. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Los Angeles leading by 4. Kicks it out to James. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Lays it up off the glass. McConnell passes to Potter. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Potter's got 6 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him. You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very
three. James nails it from three.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots.
Curry against Doncic. Puts up a three. Curry, no good. Tim, does it seem to you that Stephen Curry gets better when the buzzer is approaching?
Well, that's true of anyone. It's Steph, BA, a former clutch player of the year. He's very comfortable with the outcome in his hands.
Now the Warriors with it. It's a three-point game. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Smart. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
To the middle. Here's Smart. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Porzingis sets a screen to the paint. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Great body control by Porzingis. He sets a good pick and then rolls right into a scoring position.
Doncic passes to Arabia. No good from outside. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Pajemski. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Off the inbound. Oh, and Porzingis powers it home.
A legit 7-footer with that kind of athleticism. I guess Porzingis really is a unicorn.
James passes to Kennard. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. James with the ball. Green picks him up from downtown. And that one's good. Arabia.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
Now here's Butler. Outside. Green. Pass to Curry. Arabia's got 6.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Down low. Here's Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
You're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
Smart against Curry. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well. His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Here's Arabia. And that's not gonna go. Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for the Warriors. He made a big impact. Scored. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area. So far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them. And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball
screen. Pass to Horford. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. Green gets up and powers it down. I love the show of force by Green. Putting the defense on notice with the jam. Doncic against Butler. To snap the cold streak. Nice shot by Kennard. Kennard's got himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Smart against Curry. To the paint. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home. Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor. Putting the defense on notice with a big dunk. James, left side. No good on the 3. The Warriors lead by 6. Outside Curry. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Jimmy Butler. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game here. 1:20 left in the first half of this one. Curry against Smart. Curry passes to Porzingis. Oh, look out! Porzingis! On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets. Doncic on the wing. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Curry surveys. To the inside. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam. Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it. Out to James. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Draymond Green. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Hachimura's checked in for Laravia. Connect comes in for Smart. James is checked in for Kennard. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Doncic. On the wing, Curry. He has 7. That one goes. Count it. Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. James has got 4 assists in the game. Outside Butler, and the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Warriors ahead, leading by 5. Well, now I have some time to check in. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Well, you're gonna have to adjust the way you're defending him. He is getting whatever he wants right at the rim.
Second half underway. Here's who J.J. Redick's got on the floor. They've got Connect, Austin Reeves out there with James. Then it's Rui Hachimura, and it's Vanderbilt in at the 5, roaming the paint. Legs, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best. LeBron James and what he has been able to do in making that investment in terms of caring for his body. It's a role model that all players should emulate.
Question is, can anybody replicate what LeBron has done?
Well, that's going to be tough to copy that.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
The offensive rebound. Boy, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And there's the lob. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. Leading by 5. Out to the wing. Here's Horford. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Horford's got his second basket.
Nice to have a big man you can count on to hit that shot. Makes the offense much more diverse.
Here's Vanderbilt. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. And the Warriors with possession here. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Porzingis with a screen on James. Here's Curry. Good D by himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The three from Curry. And Curry with the answer. These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Outside Reeves. Vanderbilt with a screen. The baseline J. Porzingis grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 6. Outside Curry. Porzingis with a screen on James. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And Los Angeles making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Shot from the end down. Porzingis.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
Curry against Reeves. Hayes with a screen on Curry. Here's Reeves. Out to Hachimura. Pass to Hayes. Outside connect. 5 on the clock. Hayes with a screen. It's connect with a drive. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Yep, that one's good.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
The Warriors have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Curry against James. Curry passes to Porzingis. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Oh, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense just rolling right now.
Hayes with a screen on Curry. Here's Reeves. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Reeves has got 5 points in the quarter.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Pass to Horford. Oh, gets it done. Horford gets it to go.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet.
Reeves against Curry. Hachimura sets a screen. Outside Reeves. Here's the teardrop. And Porzingis with the block.
Gotta be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one falls to Curry. Green's checked in for Porzingis. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. LeBron, he's checked in for Hachimura. Marcus Smart comes in for Connect. Kennard, he's checked in for James. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Reeves. Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, you
right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So
1:58 left in the first quarter. Here's James. Uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
You're not going to see that very often.
by LeBron.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the Jam.
See, that's a two-pointer. And the 76ers tack on two more.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this scene.
The drop.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket. And the finish is going to be something in a post.
Here's Embiid. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. More so than ever, NBA offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually the star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and playmaking. You can create it with strength as well, playing through a guy like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka. Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Doncic with it. Maxey covering. And James gets it to go.
That defense has to worry so much about LeBron as a passer that it opens things up for his jump shot.
Embiid from outside. Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Now Edgecombe. 5 on the clock. Here's Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Lakers leading. James finds Kennard. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Now, here's Maxey. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. George. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Moravia's got his 5th rebound in this one. James with it. Now defended by Embiid. Can't convert the two-handed jam. And here's Maxey outside. Drains the three-pointer. Maxey's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. LeBron James on the way. This one for three. James buries the three.
That's a big turnaround right there. LeBron answering right back with the three. He knows momentum is in the balance. He wants it to swing his way.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Maxey. Going inside. Oh, he misses the dunk. Doncic from deep three-point land. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range. I thought he had that
possession on George. And the Lakers with another miss. From deep, Maxey beats the buzzer.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off the shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty